I shot on him, Gary, and I thought the ball really felt like it was. If you put it on the rim, I thought it was very soft. I thought it was a shooter's rims without it.
You health of the team, is it okay?
What's that?
Health of the team.
Yeah, we had everybody practice today, no issues. Well, it's important because they'll score from posting, but more than that, they'll draw fouls.
Yeah.
And if they, getting the bonus early, it's the best free throw shooting team ever, I guess. Is that right? In the history of college basketball? Yeah. And so, you got to keep them off the free throw line, or at least attempt to. And the other thing is they're able to pivot, come to jump stops in there. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, we haven't been great with not getting backdoored all year long. So you can't lose, can't be a ball watcher too. So it's different than what we've gone against. But we spent a lot of time on it this week.
Sure. And you've tried to do that more with your guards.
No, not like this.
Nothing like
that. No, they post up by catching it at 22 feet and backing their way down.
Yeah, right.
We don't post up like that. Like we posted guards, but it's totally different.
Okay, right.
They're posting guards because they want to bounce it in tight and get to 3 feet and then make plays behind that. Where most of our stuff is one bounce and get right into it.
Gotcha. I also wanted to ask you too a lot about 2018, but when you look back at Devontae and you look at this with Ochai, how this is ending for him, do you see any similarities there?
Ochai has the chance to have the best year that anybody's had at Kansas.
Yeah.
Since Danny Manning. I mean, you stop and think about it. Player of the year in the league, win the tournament, first team All-American, get to the Final Four. I mean, Devontae did those same things, but he didn't win it. And Danny did those exact same things, except they didn't win the league and they didn't win the conference tournament, but they still won it. So Ochai would have a chance to go down as the best year, that anybody's ever had, with the exception of Danny, because Danny was National Player of the Year.
Yeah. Have you had that conversation with him to let him,
Yeah, I told him that. I told him that.
This week?
I told him that right after we won the game against Miami. I said, I don't know if you realize this, but it can be. But you got to come here and you got to play well and win 2 games. But the bottom line is nobody would have a resume that he has had his last year in college, except for Danny, and certainly nobody since I've coached here.
He doesn't get it if he doesn't come back, too. I mean, that's Devontae, too. He got to the Final Four because he came back. Ochai getting this opportunity because he came back. I mean, significance there?
I think it's very similar.
Yeah.
Ochai wanted to go through the process. Devontae, I don't know if you remember, he didn't want to go through the process.
Right.
So I think it's very similar. But we need, Ochai has to play well, probably for us to play well, especially on this stage. But nobody can take away what he or this team has already done. All we can do is add to it.
Coach, just one question for you. Obviously, they understand the spotlight that they're in with the Final Four, but how do you make sure that your players don't come out, and even if you compare to 2018, playing the early game, playing against Villanova, that they don't have a first half like they did in the Elite Eight, and then
I don't know that you can guarantee any of that stuff. We didn't play well the first half, but against Villanova, but I mean, if we'd have played really well, we'd been down 10 instead of 18. I mean, so. The way they shot the basketball that day. And little things, Doak was playing with a bad knee and they played with the pick and pop 5-man. Their 5-man shot 9 threes that game. So I mean, that's things that we weren't going to be able to guard unless we switched, and we couldn't switch. You didn't want Doak guarding Jalen Brunson or Bridges. So that was a different deal. We needed them to be off that day to give us a good chance. And so I don't know that there's any guarantee you're going to do anything different, but I think our guys' mindset is where it needs to be to perform well.